is Cowenleetin, and today I'm going to give you a little quick tip. This one is not going to be like the first quick tip. It's going to be about actually how you want to film a good review of a board and or a clinic of some sort. So, first thing you're going to need is your camera. I'm just using my iPhone, so that'll work fine. Anything that you can use just to get up onto YouTube, anything will be fine, because if you're doing a review or a trick tip, you're not gonna actually need to you're not gonna actually need to have a really good camera. So an iPhone will work just fine, or any other phone camera that you can get videos up onto YouTube with. After you have your camera, what you're gonna need is a nice place that you're comfortable in, because if you're not comfortable, you lose track of what you're saying, and then you just don't make a good video. So yeah, I just use my room, just close the door, and everything else. Next, you're gonna need a place. I have my little thing box I do my work on. Lighting is very key, because if you don't have good lighting, your viewers can't see what you're talking about, and that's not very good, especially with longboarding. So, a perfectly fine lighting system. This is a little thing I learned from the Breaking In My Seed blog. Take your regular old desk lamp, put a indoor floodlight in it, point it at a white surface, and turn it on. You've got a instant floodlight like effect, and it's really nice. So, now that we got all that hard kind of stuff done, now I'm going to talk to you about the actual making of the video. So, let me turn you around. Hello. So, okay. Now, if you're going to be filming a review of a longboard, say, we're talking about we're going to do a review of my 1010, which I already have. But say we're going to do it. Don't just go over what you have on the board. People are watching the video because they want to see what the board actually rides like. And so just don't give the specs either. Just don't be like, okay, it's 39 inches long, 9 inches wide, has nice camber, nice flex, kicktails, and I have it set up on Paris and tunnels and independent trucks, and the grip's really nice, and it has a nice concave. That's not a good review. That doesn't tell anybody anything, because that's probably what the person already knows. So, what you want to do is go over how the board rides. You don't want to do a review right after you get a board. You want to wait until you actually know how it rides, and then tell a viewer about how it feels and problems you've had with it. You want to kind of have a checklist of things that you go over. Just kind of go over everything, and also, which is very important, always include your flex test if it has flex. That's very important for some people. So yeah, just go over the idea, like problems you've had, things you like about it, way it feels, things you want to say, and briefly go over what you have what you're writing it on. Don't go in depth, and don't do a review of your trucks. People want to watch it for the deck. Do a separate review for your trucks, and do a separate review for your wheels. None of that really matters to the viewer. Okay, and then that's how you make a good review. Now, if you're making a clinic, clinics are they're a little bit more confusing. Okay, say if I were to make a deck clinic, this is you don't want to go. Some people, I know that we had this problem when we first started with our first deck clinic. What we did was we didn't go over the ideas behind the board. All we did was go over the boards themselves. So all we did was end up doing a mass review, and the reviews were all bad because they were all just saying the specs. They weren't any. It was a horrible video. So when you're doing a clinic, say I was doing a deck clinic, you want to go over. You don't want to be like, Alright, so here's a letter 10. This one's good for tricks. Then there's also carving boards, which will be like this. This would be a good carving board. Don't go over things like that. You want to go over things in like ideas behind boards, like things that have made the board separate from other things. So say, okay, there's free ride boards. Some free ride boards come with double kicktails, which they curve up. So what that does is when you're riding on your board, it gives you better leverage and better grip on the board. And then, see, if you keep on going over things like that, you'll make a good deck clinic. And you can apply that concept to any clinic of any other type. So, I mean, that's just about how you make a clinic as well. Just remember, go over ideas, not brands, because that's what people want to see. They want to see the ideas. They already know all the brands that exist if they're watching the video. So, well, that's about it. We're gonna be breaking a just to let you know, Cowenleetin. We're gonna be breaking 100 videos in soon. It's either gonna be this video or the one that Antoine puts up. I'll ask him and see what he wants to do about it. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to that, breaking 100 videos. So, goodbye. Love you.